Good evening.
3 17-year-olds charged in Sydney.
Another 17-year-old in Britain caring for family instead of living her own life. A melanoma vaccine tailored to each patient.
A hospital evacuated in Perth.
The young carrying what they should not have to. The sick waiting for what is not yet proven.
Systems that promise protection then catch fire.
Pakistan's campaign at the Hockey World Cup is over. They lost 5-3 against India in their final pool match in Amstelveen on Wednesday. India's captain Harmanpreet Singh scored twice. So did his teammate Abhishek. The win sends India through to the second round of the tournament. Pakistan are out after finishing bottom of their pool. India have now never lost to Pakistan at a World Cup. The match was played at the Lagner Hockey Stadium in the Netherlands. Dawn reported this. Ukraine's capital has come under attack from Russian ballistic missiles. The strikes hit Kyiv in the early hours of Thursday morning. At least 6 people were killed. More than 24 others were injured in the assault. The missiles struck multiple locations across the city. Other parts of Ukraine were also targeted in the attacks. The strikes mark another escalation in the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Kyiv has faced repeated bombardment since the war began, with civilian areas frequently hit. Al Jazeera reported this. Caring for a family member can take over a young person's life. Many teenagers across Britain are looking after relatives while trying to grow up themselves. They face huge disadvantages compared to other young people their age. One 17-year-old has been explaining what that life is actually like. She says she would love to have a normal life, but being a carer at her age means making sacrifices. The pressures are constant. School, friendships, and the future all have to fit around caring responsibilities. It's a reality thousands of young carers know well. BBC News reported this. A political newcomer stumbled badly during a recent debate over foreign policy questions. President Donald Trump has been pushing hard to get her elected to office, but critics are now calling her woefully underprepared for the role. The candidate is named Graham. She made what observers are describing as a significant misstep when discussing international affairs. Her performance revealed her inexperience on the national stage. Trump continues working to propel her campaign forward, despite the rocky showing. The debate has given ammunition to those who question whether she's ready for the position she's seeking. Politico reported this. The Trump administration has launched a reality television series about the transportation secretary's family traveling across America. All 6 episodes of Great American Road Trip appeared on the department's YouTube page on Wednesday. They show Sean Duffy's family visiting states including Arizona and Texas. In the series, Duffy discusses the administration's dispute with Harvard University. He tells his daughter that Harvard has figured out how to corrupt young girls' minds. The videos mark an unusual use of the federal department's official channels for what appears to be family-focused content. Duffy serves as transportation secretary in the Trump cabinet. The Hill reported this.
The American transportation secretary is using a reality show to settle scores with a university.
In Sydney,
2 17-year-olds have been charged with rape.
3 teenage boys have been charged over the alleged sexual assault of a teenage girl in Sydney. The alleged attack happened on Saturday. 2 of those charged are 17 years old and attend St. Gregory's College, a private school in the city's southwest. The third boy is also a teenager. The school has released a statement. It says the alleged attack is the antithesis of what the college stands for and the values it embraces. All 3 have been charged. Police have not released further details about the circumstances of the alleged assault. Guardian Australia reported this. A Darwin man has been charged with laundering millions of dollars through an illegal tobacco operation. Police arrested the 33-year-old after a 4-month investigation. Northern Territory Police worked with the Australian Border Force on the case. The man is accused of using the illicit tobacco business to move the money. The investigation began earlier this year. Authorities have not said how much money was involved or how the alleged scheme operated. The man has been charged but has not been found guilty of any offense. ABC Australia reported this. The Premier League is defending its reputation after a disciplinary scandal raised questions about whether the competition can be trusted. Richard Masters is the chief executive of the Premier League. He says English football is everything that it should be and fans should believe your eyes. The comments follow the Folarin Balogun red card affair, which called the integrity of disciplinary decisions into question. There has also been wider concern about how football is perceived following the World Cup scandal. Masters is trying to reassure supporters that the league operates fairly. He insists the competition maintains its standards. Guardian Football reported this. A new vaccine could help some melanoma patients avoid having their cancer come back or spread to other parts of the body. The treatment is experimental and designed specifically for high-risk cases. What makes this different is that the vaccine is personalized for each individual patient. Artificial intelligence is used to optimize how it works. The approach targets melanoma, one of the most dangerous forms of skin cancer. Dr. John Lepuc has been looking into the details of how this treatment is being developed and tested. CBS US reported this. A fire broke out at a major hospital in Perth this morning, forcing staff to evacuate the intensive care unit. The blaze started just after 10 o'clock at Fiona Stanley Hospital. Firefighters took half an hour to bring it under control. Patients in the ICU had to be moved during the emergency. The hospital is one of the largest in Western Australia. No word yet on what started the fire or whether anyone was injured. ABC Australia Just In reported this.